What's up, guys? Welcome back to House Flipper Remastered. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, I challenged myself to create a home specifically for the family Johnson. And we did it. It went decently well, but I didn't really feel like we had enough creative freedom on that one. So my wife has actually tasked me with creating a proper hacienda. If you don't know what that is, here's a little taste, a little sampler. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I'm a little nervous about this one because I don't really think that we can do a lot of the things that make a hacienda in this game. I'm gonna stop saying that word as well. I know it's gonna get very repetitive. We're looking for something that's like Spanish revival-esque. You know, that's sort of like the architectural style of a hacienda. That's the last time I'm gonna say it, I promise. This one, I've never noticed the poppy house before either. Never mind, I definitely have. I'm pretty sure we did a flip on that in the past. But this one is like, it's giving modern Spanish revival. I think we could de-modernize it a little bit and turn it into what my wife is after. Wait, is this the one that used to be... Doesn't say anything about it. It certainly looks like it used to be a casino of some sort. I mean, we've got roulette tables. Interesting. Okay, it says a beautiful villa located near the beach. That's good. Perfect both as summer or whole year-round residence. Requires minor cleaning work, it says. That wallpaper's definitely got to go. That's way too gaudy for me. It does sort of fit that Spanish revival theme, though. The outside is what's really speaking to me. This little arch here, that's a big part of it. I mean, you probably saw from the inspiration photos. Arches are definitely a big part of it. So $339,000 for the oceanside villa. Let's pull the trigger on it. Wait a minute, is that a clock? Up in the arch, it totally is. That's weird. We're getting rid of that straight away, but I really, really like this piece. If we were to sell that, oh, thank goodness, we're unable to. I was gonna say, if we're able to sell that, we probably wouldn't be able to replace it. And these windows are kind of weird too. It's like a larger window right next to a smaller window. I guess they did that just so they could get a specific size? I don't know. We got to go through the garage, of course. It's a bit of a tradition around these parts. The garage door seems very low, too. We'll just sort of pick some stuff up maybe as we go. And we'll start checking out this pad. You know what? That's going to take too long. It's mostly garbage. And why such a narrow door leading out into the garage? That's super, super odd. Okay, we've got security cameras galore. Couple of little cutie chandeliers. Not too shabby. That is broken, 100%. The whole bathroom is broken, dude. Look at that urinal in there. That has seen better days, for sure. Wait a minute. I thought this was... Does it not look like a tile floor? Dude, we got a freaking hot tub in here. That's dope. Do they make pools? Hang on. Do they make pools that small? Oh. Oh, okay, I guess they do. But do they make this one? Are we able to buy this particular one? I don't see it in here. It's got stairs. Oh, I think it's this guy. The 3x3 meter. Yeah, that looks like it. Oh, and we've got like a waterfall type of feature here. There's some weird visual things happening with that with that pool slash hot tub. But that's all right. Oh yeah, dude. See, we've got, what is this? Blackjack tables? No, that doesn't seem right. Poker, maybe? I don't know. I don't play table games. Oh, and they've blacked out the windows too. That's a classic casino move right there. People are much more willing to stay a lot longer if they can't tell what time of day it is. You know what I mean? That's just the way that it goes. All right, so here's our front door. What else did we have back here? Does that... Where did... what? Oh, those are the windows. Okay. I'm like, where do these windows go? That makes sense. This might just be a visual bug as well, but that water seems very dirty here in the fountain. We'll be most likely getting rid of that anyways. Big sliding glass door here at the back though. And then just opening here in the deck. That's a little strange. I like the columns. This one seems almost too skinny to support all the weight of the structure, but what do I know, right? I'm just a guy. It's time to make our way upstairs then. We've got a little side door over there as well. I don't know if we should... Well, hang on. Right. We are not able to sell the staircases that come with the house. So my plan was to at least get rid of one of these. And like, why does this side have a, what do they call that? A runner, maybe? Does that sound right? And then this side looks like it's supposed to have one, but maybe somebody ripped it out. Weird. Wait. Can we change this though? We could modify it. Oh, it's got destroyed wood. Okay, but that doesn't help the whole runner situation, does it? Let's go with a... I mean, we're probably going to end up changing this again anyways. But let's go with the dark wood. The base could be white wood. That looks more gray, but that's fine. And then what does this change? Ah, there it is. Okay, good. So we've got them both back now. I think I want that to be... Oh, it was destroyed before, so one of them is gone and then the other one is still in place. I got you. I really wanted to do like a light gray, but it looks like our only option here is going to be white or black, really. The colors are too much for me. What about this one, though? This is the railing? Oh, just the handrail. Yeah, we can do that in some dark wood. And then we'll do maybe black metal, I guess. Gold would kind of go hard, though. We'll leave it with black metal for the time being. All right, cool. Well, at least we can, you know, church it up and fix it up a little bit so it doesn't look so bad. Kitchen upstairs. For now. They probably only did that because the main floor had to be a casino. Oh, and this is like a fancy little office too. It's got its own attached full bathroom. Okay, this is giving like mob boss vibes a little bit. I think if the walls were red, speaking of red, it would 100% be giving mob boss. What the heck was this room for? Hacking? What are they doing in here? This looks shady. And that ceiling fan is way too small for the space, but anyways. Back in here is the safe with all the money. If we sell this, we're getting $554. That's pretty good. And then what is this? That looks like a plan to possibly murder a person. We're gonna be getting rid of that as well. More cash? Oh, dude. We're looking good. We are looking good here, ladies and gents. Okay. Let's get that thing sold. Do we have anything? In the safes. Some chips up there. I was hoping for a bit more, but we can get a bit of extra money out of the safes as well. Oh, and they had security cameras in here. Well, 2 of them. Didn't even see them until it was too late. We bought the property, so probably doesn't matter that much. Ooh, we've got more. Okay, we don't get anything for the cards. Those are just dice. More chips. More chips back here. You know what? I'm just gonna sell that couch. Got some dice again. More plans to possibly murder a man. All right. I think that's really about all the money that we're gonna make from selling things here. Well, of course we'll make a little bit of money by selling some of the stuff that's inside of the property, but I mean like money, you know, and chips. Unless, what is this called? Also, are there more chips here? Oh, there's more chips. Okay, I'm gonna sell this so everything just falls onto the ground. That is more chips. Interesting. I was thinking it was a necklace there for a second. And then we can get rid of that. Is this craps? Is that what they call this? Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I do enjoy a bit of Gamba, but like I said, I don't play table games ever. And then in here, see, this is where I'd be hanging out. We've got the slot machines. Ooh, and we can get 560 bucks a pop for those. Not too shabby. All right, I'm into that. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Okay, and then we've got an additional staircase over here that we also cannot sell. But that's okay. That is a-okay. It's an interesting layout, I will say. But I think we can make this work for our Spanish Revival styled home. Then we've got a big outdoor sort of sitting area as well, just above the garage. All right, let's head back downstairs because I want to see how much money we can get from these. 664 bucks. More chips, and I see some more chips outside as well. Oh, dude, I thought we were getting like $277. It's $2.77 for the chips. Also thought that those were outside. They're just floating. Okay, so we're not making a very big come up from the chips. But that's okay. Ooh, cash. Cash money, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there. That is what the heck I'm talking about. We got more cash over here. We sure do. Those dealers, dude, they left all their cash behind. That's a bit strange. I bet this place got raided for being an illegal casino or something. Okay, that's just chips over there. Like potato chips, not or I guess Doritos, corn chips. Not actual chips. Here's some more though. Don't mind if I do. I'll just help myself to these. No money inside of there. It is not a safe. Probably just storage. Hang on. No. Well, they were smart enough to clean the safe out before they left. Good for them. Not great for us. Anything else? Roulette wheel, $207. We'll take that. And then that's just trash over there. Okay, yeah, I think that's really all the money that we're going to be able to discover here. But all we have to do now is go around and just get rid of everything, including the fountain. I'm not really feeling the fountain. This place is already looking a whole heck of a lot better than it did. I don't know if we should sell the pool or not. I guess let's see if we can salvage it first. Sometimes, yeah, here we go. We've got dirty marble. Okay, let's just clean it up a little bit then. Now we can at least see the waterfall. That's good. And then we'll just leave it maybe like that. The water still has that weird tile texture to it. It's like this tile is somehow over top of the pool water. Maybe we will have to sell it then. Also, I don't think that this room staying as like an indoor pool room is a bad choice. I mean, we've already got all these nice big windows up here. I might try to do something different over on this wall, potentially. Well, I don't know. Can we demolish some of that? No. It looks weird. It looks weird. We could do a double thick wall down here on the bottom, maybe. Can we duplicate these? Oh, no, we can't. You can't duplicate doors or windows. For whatever reason. I do think that those are windows, though, right? I mean, these are sliders. Oh, that's a window. Okay, so there's gotta be an option in the store for those. And why is that one, like, backwards? Weird. A bit weird. There was an additional little sitting area out here as well that we didn't cover. Oh, and there's the yacht property, too. That's kind of funny. Okay. What do we want to do next? Obviously, we're going to have to gut pretty much the entire interior. We still need to clean, but I think it makes more sense to do demolition and then clean afterwards. Most of the, like, demolition is going to be here on the second floor because there aren't many interior walls down here on the main floor. I mean, this... and that's about it. And then the bathroom. What can we demolish down here, I suppose? Okay, all the way up to this corner we can get rid of because it just separates the garage from the rest of the home. And then that whole wall as well. Okay, so we can buy a little bit more space maybe in here. I like having a pool bathroom, but I think we should make that a full bathroom instead of a half bath like it was before. We could do like a little indoor bar area too. Demolition first. We'll figure out a new floor plan later. Well, that's really all of the interior walls that we can get rid of. We could also get rid of these, but I don't believe we're able to add floor to, say, the second story. So it kind of doesn't make sense for us to get rid of that, unless we wanted to do railing, in which case we could get rid of it. But I don't know yet. We've got a lot of decisions to make in regards to this property. I did decide to remove the wall separating the garage from the rest of the house because maybe we could move it in just like 1 foot, say to like here instead of here. Also, this seems incredibly unstable and unsupported, so I want to grab our duplicator and I want to see what it would be like if we had maybe one of these columns in here. So place it there, and then I want to move it inside just a little bit. to... Oh, why can that not be placed right there? Okay, I'm gonna sell that, and we're gonna use our little placement grid thing instead, assuming it works with these. It does, but only on the floor. That's not helpful. Okay, well, we'll have it in just a teeny tiny bit like that, so it doesn't look super strange. Sort of better. We could also just do a wall if we wanted. Yeah, look at, like, if we had a wall here, and place that there. It doesn't really line up. Oh, yes, it does. What the heck? Am I crazy? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. That's a rhetorical question. We all know the answer to that. Yes, but only just a little bit. We'll leave that post there for the time being. Also, I should get my mop out and start cleaning. But I'm so very sorry that I was gone for a little over a week. I had some stuff that I had to do, you know, that happens sometimes. But I'm back, and unfortunately, I have to leave for a week again. Not this week, but the next week. If you're on Discord, I'll update you guys there. It's been a month. It's been a busy month, but honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Since I do, unfortunately, have to peace on out of here for a week again, I was considering bringing my whole PC and, like, everything. Minus the camera. I probably wouldn't have space for the camera. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that either. We'll see. Like I said, if you're on Discord, I'll post some updates for you guys there. I don't know if it's going to work out. I really hope it does. Do we have to clean all of these windows too? Why do they look super gross? Is that just how they are? Well, these aren't that way. There's definitely some schmutz up there. And on these as well. Maybe that's just how that window is. Sort of the smaller one. Are these dirty? No, they're just a little hazy looking. Weird. Okay, we might be selling all of the windows as well. I really gotta think about how I want to lay this place out, and in order for me to think clearly and for a long enough time, I'm gonna go ahead and grab... Oh, we're not outside, so I can't. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the lawnmower, and we're gonna get after this for a little while. Would you believe me if I said that I still don't have a good plan for this place? I know those, like, dirty windows we're gonna have to sell and do something different there. But, oh, and I really want to get rid of that clock too. I need to determine what we're gonna do with the outside first before we move inside. And that means we're gonna have to decide on a stucco color. Usually it's like a light pink, sort of a pastel pink, or almost like a orangey yellow, or even just white. I don't even know if we have a stucco option, so we should probably check that out. I mentioned this at the start of the episode, but we're not going to be able to do a lot of the things that make a hacienda or a Spanish revival style house what they are. Stucco is unfortunately one of those things. What we do have, though, is just paint, which will sort of give us a drywall texture. I don't remember the names of any of these colors, but I'm just gonna get them up on the wall to see what we think about them. That one feels a little too bright. That one's basically the same thing, but brighter. Maybe this guy? Getting there. Definitely getting there. Pink. Too dark. We need more of like a pastel pink. That's better. And then of course we have just white. Honestly, that's a cool looking color palette. If we could paint the whole house striped like that, that'd be kind of sick, not gonna lie. I feel like this color, this tan, whatever that is safe. And I feel like the white is safe as well. Pink could be looking a little bit like Barbie's dream house. The brighter yellow orangey colors, I just think are a little too in your face. So let's see, how would this whole wall look in this tan color? And then we need to figure out the accents too, as far as like the wood selection goes for the exterior. And then let's bring the white maybe over to here and we'll do something similar. There's usually a bit of stonework involved as well, but it's not your traditional stonework. Definitely not brick either. We could probably make some of those work, but it shouldn't be like fully rectangular or square stonework. It needs to have a bit of variation as far as like the shape and the sizing of all the stones go. So like that, too square. There's got to be something. There's got to be something in here that we can work with. Okay, we made it to the top of the list, and I only saw one thing, really, that could work. Well, two things. This one, because it's got a bit more variation in the size. Ooh, and we have small or large. Let's go large. And then there was also, was it this one? Yeah, we can try it. It's a little bit lighter in color. And then, oh wait, the same thing, but lighter? Okay, was not aware of that one until just now. And this guy, I think right here as well. It's really just brick though, isn't it? And this is too. Okay, well, we got a couple of options. We got a couple of decent options. There just really isn't any good stonework here, is there? There's lots of brick, not a lot of, like, stone stuff. This, I think, is too small, like too skinny. Let's get a couple of these up, and we'll see what we think about them. Starting out with this guy. We just want to do, yeah, let's do two of them. Not crazy about it, at least not with that color. It could work with the white, at least a little bit better. Let's try this one. That's getting closer, I feel like, but it's still pretty rectangular. Yeah, it's still very rectangular. Let's put that one down. Try this guy out. Okay, here we go. We're getting some variation in size now, and shape. It's on the darker side for sure. So we'll try this one out. Way too dark, but good variation in shape and size again. It's probably gonna end up being this one. It looks pretty good with the orange. How about with that? I think we might have found it. I think we might have found it. Now we just have to decide, well, let's change the wood type of the windows first, and then we'll decide whether or not we want to go with the white or this orangey sort of color. Oh, these windows don't come in any wood types that I want, so we're gonna sell that and try to find something else. This could be good. This is giving Hacienda. And we could do like the slightly taller ones maybe on the second floor and have the shorter ones on the first floor. It comes in good wood types, which I'm a big fan of. Coarse dark oak. This got to be pretty up there in the running as far as wood types go. But maybe there's something better in here. Cedar could be good too. It's a little too orangey, maybe. We've got dark maple as well. That's something that we don't ever use. I think coarse dark oak is our wood type for this one. We'll see. Maybe it won't look good up against the colors and stuff that we've chosen. We could also change that up. I'm going to leave it coarse dark for now. What does this change? Is that on the inside? It is. Okay. We'll just leave that the way she comes from the factory. See, that looks good. That looks good with this. This looks good with this. Is it maybe too orange still? I wonder if there's something that's a little bit more dull. But let's grab another one of those windows. Oh, we're gonna have to remove these first. Oh, dude, I thought that that was two separate windows. That's one window? Weird. I don't really dig that at all. Oof. I already know a lot of the interior is probably gonna have white walls as well, just because that's sort of the look. So I'm hesitant to go with white on the exterior, knowing that it's probably gonna have plenty of white on the inside. But that looks really, really good. So let's see if there's maybe just a slightly more dull orange beige sort of color. I think we found it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we found it. This one's called Desert Sand, if I remember correctly. It's up here. It's actually right next to the other orange color that we had. That one was Peach Breath, 2 orange. There is also Champagne Gold as well. We could try it. It's... Oh, wait. Dude, I still haven't even tried the paint gun. Not one time. I haven't used this. That's pretty nice. The paint gun. I don't know if I'm crazy about the color. It's a little too light, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one. I mean, for comparison's sake, if I can get up on the plant, that's what we had originally. Very bright. Very in your face. I think just dialing it back a little bit, toning it down, that's gonna make a big difference. I don't know how you guys feel about it, obviously, and I won't until you comment about it, but me personally, I'm sold. I think the windows helped out a lot. Like I said before, I wanted to sort of de-modernize this house, and I think the windows really help with that. We're sort of flipping the script on this place as well, because where we're putting stone, they had wood before, and where we're putting stucco, they had stone before. I think what we're gonna do is gonna look quite a bit better than how it looked before, but basically all I need to do now is just send it the whole rest of the way around the first floor, and then we'll tackle the second floor as well. And then I'll try to add in all of the windows where I think they should go, but more likely than not, we'll have to, you know, move a couple of them around. I'm excited for this. I think it's gonna look great. We've got a brand spanking new front door as well. That's the largest one that I could fit there. There is a slightly larger one, this one here, but it's just too big. Just big enough to not fit. So I will see you guys again here in just a few minutes. Also, real quick, the paint gun is fantastic. I was unaware that you could use your scroll wheel to change the size, so that's gonna save a tremendous amount of time.
One eternity later.
Holy cow, man. I know I say this all the time, but that took a really, really long time to complete. I think the end result looks fantastic from the front. I would say all of the windows are pretty well like set in stone. I don't think we would really need to change any of those whatsoever. We've got a brand spanking new garage door as well. On the sides and on the back of the house, I'm still unsure. First floor, I think probably fine, but second floor, I really don't know. Back here might be okay too. It's just, it's hard to lay out windows prior to having interior walls to know like where the dividing line of each room is going to be. I think it looks almost a little too repetitive having the same window so many times around the back. I might even just, I might even just try to do one larger window, maybe right here. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Now, here's where it gets real crazy, all right? I was really struggling to try to find windows that were large enough to fill this sort of void and still allow it to be like a indoor swimming pool type area. You know, I wanted it to look the part still. A lot of the windows that I found that were large enough didn't have coarse dark oak as a wood type, or sometimes they didn't even have a wood type at all. It was just painted color. I tried brown, wasn't really feeling it. I tried black as well, wasn't really feeling that. I really wanted to try to do coarse dark oak as far as the eye could see. So what we've got here, I don't know if we want to try to pretend that there's glass in it or not, but it's just some really tall doorway openings instead of windows, and I think it looks good. The pool, we're still having an issue with the floor texture carrying over on top of the surface of the pool, so I might need to try to find some sort of a workaround for that. Pool size, I think, is very solid. Not 100% sold on the tile of it. We've definitely got to get the tile, or is that a wallpaper? I don't even know. We've got to get that changed in here, because I think that's gonna change a lot. But from the outside, I'd say we're looking really, really good now. Garage could probably use a couple of windows as well, just so it's not so dark. I went with a slightly smaller garage door to kind of buy us a little bit more garage space. You know, before the door was going all the way up to this corner and what used to be this corner. And I just feel like it's better having a slightly smaller door. I also got rid of that big bifold door. I love those, but they don't have a wood type. That door has a wood type, and it matches all of our windows. So, on that note, ladies and gents, we're not winding things down yet. I think we've still got a little bit more work to do, but it's time for lunch. So I'll see you guys again in just a few minutes. I'm so sorry.
1 hour later.
All right, Meow, where were we? Oh, no. We've got moles. Or I should say a mole, which is kind of ironic because, I kid you not, yesterday, I managed to trap another one of those suckers in my IRL garden. They, in real life, are very small. They're way, way smaller than the one that appears here in game. But there we go. All molehill mounds are gone. And now we can get back down to business. So, lunch was great, by the way. Thank you so much for asking. The first thing that I want to try to address is I want to see if we can maybe fix this whole texture issue on top of the indoor pool. I'm thinking it's got to have something to do with that tile, the existing tile. So what I want to see is if we were to just change that to anything else, maybe then that problem will go away. So let's do this really quick. I guess it's more temporary, so this doesn't really matter too much. But I am the way that I am, you know? So now that we have that, let's go back to pools. And we were using the one with the little flowers, kind of pretty. We were using, I think, this one. And we'll set it up the same way just because I'm unsure if I... Oh, that was totally the problem! Look at that! Weird, man. So if I get this placed back down there, we should be good. Looks like we're good. Okay, it sounded like there was a bit of a leak there for a second, but that must just be the pool filling itself up with water, I suppose. That is such a strange problem to have, though, with the texture being weird like that. The pool looks much, much better. Could we get it any closer to the columns, I wonder? If I really care enough to fix that or change that later, I might. But for right now, I think we're good. I think we're chilling. Oh, also, in regards to the ceiling, or the roof, I guess. I was really looking for a, like, clay tile roof, but since this isn't technically a roof, it's really just a ceiling. It's a flat roof. I wasn't able to do the roof tile that I wanted to do, so I ended up just going with that same stone that we've used everywhere else, and I think it looks good. I was worried that it'd make its way inside, and it looks like it has, but only in the pool area. I think in the main house, the ceiling is still white, so that's good. I can live with this. I definitely think I could live with this. There's nothing else that we could do other than changing the whole roof to another different texture, so that'll have to do. Now, as far as interior walls go, I think we're gonna start here upstairs because the main floor might not really have any. I'm unsure. I'm very much unsure on that at this point in time. But what I want to do is basically set this up as if it were my own house. So I'm thinking massive, monumentally big master bedroom. The staircase leading down to the pool could be good for the master as well. I don't know if I want any windows here, so I'll probably, I know we already did demolition, but I'll probably go ahead and get rid of this so we can replace it with just regular old run-of-the-mill walls. So we'll do one right there and one right there. Already much happier about that. Is there a gap up there? Oh no, now that I've seen it, I'll never be able to unsee it. Maybe we'll have to do stone, that same stone throughout the whole thing, so at least it just blends in a little bit better. I don't love that. I don't love that that's a thing. Looks great in here though. We've got this door also leading out to the balcony, so I think that makes sense for the master. But where do we stop? Probably here, no? So we'll bring that out 1, 2, 3, 4. Aren't the walls 4 wide? It's been a couple of days. I might have forgotten how to sort of play things, do things. That seems fine. Okay. Let's put our lintels up on the top. And I think this is just gonna go all the way to the end, and that's gonna be... always scroll past it. That's gonna be the whole master bedroom. It's like a master suite. So we'll probably have the bed over here. And then maybe this will just be like a hallway of sorts. I really kind of wish we could get rid of the staircase. Yeah. Cannot be sold or bought. Well then, master bathroom here, probably. And then we'll just try to get a little hallway type thing. We could do like some closet organizers maybe in this corner. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out all in due time. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on 7. Whoops, I guess that one wasn't really supposed to go there. Should be like this. Now the door leading into the master bath should probably go on this side. And then since we're likely gonna leave this window here, I think we'll have the door closest to it. Right? Because we're already not going to be able to put anything in front of the window, so we might as well slap a door down there too. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on 5. And that is the size of our master bathroom. It's not enormous. It should get the job done though. It's really a decent size. All we're missing are some lintels up there. Maybe we do like a little sitting area over here or something too. I mean, we don't really have enough space for a closet anywhere. And like, could we do a door here? I don't know. Let's look at that real quick. I don't want a door that has glass on it, probably. So I think we're looking at something like this. How wide is this though? 3.5? No. Surely it's gotta be like 2. I know it has glass, but just for testing purposes. Okay, yeah, that'll work. So we just need something 2 by 2 meters, but something solid without glass. Whoa, what? Actually, hang on, that kind of works. I was worried that you'd be able to see the door from this side. Let me just make sure that you can't see it from outside. The pool being there really isn't the best spot either, but... Okay, we can't see it from outside. We might be onto something here. So, like, and you just smash your skull on the bottom side of the landing every single time. This could work. I am tempted to just go with the standard white Yumika everywhere, but I don't know. It's supposed to be a hacienda. We've got coarse dark oak wood on all the windows. But if I remember right, there aren't any coarse dark oak pieces of floor molding or wall molding, however you want to look at it. Yeah, closest thing we've got is going to be cedar or cool mahogany. That still isn't very close. There was a darker wood too, but I think it's almost black. Yeah, that's not going to work either. So let's just go with the classic Yumika. Obviously, we're not going to tackle that right meow. That would take far, far too long. But it's important to like figure that stuff out, you know, before you just start chucking doors in here. Not really worried about what sort of trim is going to go everywhere else. Now though, we need bathroom. We need interior doors. Bathroom, bedroom. We didn't have any coarse dark oak options for the double pocket door that we just did at the top of the spiral staircase. But we do with this door. I know we've used this door many a time. I just want to see how it would look. Actually, we want it to open this away. I think that'll do. That'll do. And now for the bedroom door. Again, that needs to open this direction. Like so. Cool. Okay. So master bedroom, pretty well sorted now. What we need to do next is start to figure out these rooms, and that is easier said than done. Now, if it's my house, master bedroom is a must with an attached master bath. We're gonna want a home office as well, and I think sort of combining these two windows into one room might be the best play. So let's bring that out to here. The old wall used to be here, but I want to give a little bit more space on the landing of the stairs. So this is sort of going to be the corner. Now, office door. I think let's center on this window, because that's 4, right? Yeah. So let's bring it out to here. That means we want to post here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. That should be perfect. And I messed up. I messed up. I brought it out 1 foot further than I should have. We wanted that to be, let me just redo it real quick. We wanted that to be like here. 1, 2, 3, 4 on 5. Like this. That's better. And I'm still gonna have to demolish all this, but that's all right. Now this room, I have no idea what to do with. it's just gonna be a bonus room, I guess, for the time being, and maybe we'll figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4 on 5. Actually, if you guys could let me know what you think we should do for this room down in the comments, that would be excellent. We're gonna get a little bit of a break over the weekend, so I should be able to read all your comments in time before the next episode, I would think. We're gonna need a door into the office, like so. And let's grab one more of those for the spare room. This could be just an extra bathroom slash laundry room as well. I don't know. I have no other like real solid ideas for it other than that. And that I wouldn't even say is super solid. But that ought about do it for the second floor. Now we got to try to figure out this. It's very open. Like as soon as you walk in, it opens up. And it's not like we could block off the staircase at all. I mean, this kind of has to stay a vaulted ceiling. But we could do some rich people stuff and have like a random little sitting room in here, like in between the two staircases. No TV, probably. Are we able to put a wall here? We're not. Okay, there goes that idea. Kitchen's probably gonna have to go in this corner. And we're likely gonna have to just get rid of that. And maybe redo the window situation so we can get our cabinets. Excuse me, sorry. So we can get our cabinets to go out a little bit further. It's not gonna be a great kitchen layout though, is it? And then over here, maybe we do like a wet bar type of thing, sort of a coffee bar. Just because what else do you do there? And then here, we could have the living room. Maybe get rid of this window. I totally get why they had the old kitchen upstairs. I mean, apart from the fact that this was like an illegal gambling operation, but there just isn't really a good layout down here because of the staircase for a decent sized kitchen. I'm gonna try to make this corner work, but I don't have a very good feeling about it. And over here, I don't think would make much sense either. But would this work better as a living room? It's a pretty small kitchen or living room. This is tough. This is really tough. We could do cabinets here. And then if we're gonna put a wall back in this area, which we probably are, then we could add more cabinets along that wall. Do more cabinets here and more cabinets there. Sort of a U-shaped kitchen. Somebody called that a galley kitchen, I think. Maybe that's not right. Let's try this. Do we move this wall in further? That was kind of my original idea. If it's here, that doesn't give us a ton of additional space for the, like, pool barbecue area that I wanted to add. So I think we're probably just going to put the wall back where it was once upon a time. Now, do we put our door in the corner or do we do it sort of in the middle like how it used to be? Corner would make it so we wouldn't be able to add cabinets in front of that window. So yeah, I think it's going to have to be smack dab in the center, but let's make sure it's actually center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it wasn't perfectly smack dab in the center before. Now we'll do one wall there, one wall here, one wall here, one wall here. And that's 4 down the middle. Perfect. Okay, sometimes it doesn't work out that well. Thankfully, this wasn't one of those times. As weird as it might be, too, like windows from in here looking into the pool room might not be a bad idea. We'll workshop that. We'll workshop that and maybe come back to it. The garage, I for sure want to move that wall. I just felt like it was a little strange looking before from this perspective. So let's bring that out to, I think, right there. Should be the corner. Nice. And then we'll have our door leading into the garage probably here. That's going to be another one of these interior doors. So let's just handle that real quick like. Bada bing, bada boom. And now some lintels. I want to make sure that we have enough walking space too to be able to get around the pool and not like accidentally fall in. Say we drive the car home from the grocery store. We've got a bunch of groceries to unload. I guess we could unload them in the driveway through the front door. That is an option. But let's say we've already parked up and we don't want to, you know, put her in reverse Terry and do all that funny business. We got to be able to walk through here without accidentally falling in. So I think we're going to have to stop this wall probably in this general vicinity. Somewhere around there. Now we can wall this off. This is still going to be the pool bathroom. I really, really like that idea. So I'm committing to it. And then that should go here. Door for this is gonna be, well, do we even have enough space for a shower in here? We might need to make it a little bit longer. Quite a bit longer, actually. Let's try this. Let's see if that's going to give us the space that we want. So now we have to demolish this. Top to bottom. That should work. As long as we put the door in this corner, I think that should work. So that's going there. We need 2 more walls. And last but certainly not least, some lintels. Perfect. And then another door here, obviously leading out to the pool room. Talk about some rich people stuff. You don't see this every day. God, it looks pretty good though. Still got to ditch that weird wallpaper. Not a fan of that. And I think we'll have plenty of space for a outdoor, or I guess technically indoor barbecue area. Might not be the safest thing in the world, being in an enclosed space like this, but there's plenty of ventilation from those big openings in the wall. I think it'll be all right. So, if we're gonna do the kitchen here, that means that our living room is probably gonna have to be over here somewhere, which is still weird, but I guess it's better than the alternative, which there isn't an alternative. So I'm gonna spend a few minutes and try to figure out a good kitchen cabinet configuration, and then we'll know for sure whether or not we really want the kitchen over here.
Many, many minutes later.
I really don't know about this one. It's both too much and yet not enough at the same time. Not enough upper cabinets, for sure. But I mean, there's not really anything that we could do to change that other than getting rid of the shelves and swapping it out for more cabinets. I kind of like the shelves though. We've got black cabinets with gold hardware for a change. I like it. I think it looks very elegant, very upscale. And then it dawned on me as I started to piece this all together, we don't have a main floor bathroom and don't really have space for one. I mean, you could count this bathroom, the pool bathroom, as the main floor bathroom, but that's really just supposed to be utilized only for people who have been in the pool, right? So they can take a quick shower as soon as they get out of what I'm assuming would be chlorine water, or maybe it's a saltwater pool, who knows? But that's what that's over there for. So I felt like we kind of needed at least a little spot for a main floor half bath. So just a toilet and a sink in here. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. And it kind of worked out with the cabinetry anyways, because I wanted to put another corner cabinet here. We could have just squeezed another one of these bar countertop things right there also, but I don't know. I thought that this looked better. It's an interesting kitchen though. I can't say we've ever had this issue of having too much space for a kitchen, so it was really difficult to figure out a good layout. We've gone for the massive oven slash stove this time around. No ventilation, but you could just open up a window, right? That probably works exactly the same. As far as the living room situation goes, I think I've decided to turn this into a dining room instead. So we probably could have kept that door there, but honestly, I like it a little bit more without it. And then we'll do like the rich people thing where they just have like 2 couches facing each other with like a coffee table or a sculpture or something in between the 2, since that leads out to this back door. I think that'll look really nice. It'll be a little tight, sure, but I want it to look good also. I want it to function, but I also want it to look good. You know, it's quite the toss-up. It really is quite the toss-up. So dining room will go somewhere over here, and there won't be any walls for that, like closing it off from the rest of the space. It's very open concept. We'll do the little rich people living room thing right there. And then I guess we're just gonna have TVs, or a TV. We could do a TV probably in the pool room as well, but definitely do one in the master. I'll probably just chuck one in the office too, because this room ended up being a little bit larger than it really needed to be. Over here, I still want to do just another bathroom with a washer and a dryer so we can have a proper laundry room for a change. I want to flip this. I realize I haven't even talked about what my like ultimate plan or goal with this property is. I want to flip it, but as I've started to like piece things together, I'm sort of tempted to move in here as well. I mean, it's really set up almost perfectly for what we need. And we'd have so much more space for the doggos. I know they'd really love that. Maybe a little unsafe for the pups as well though, just because we're so close to the beach, but they're Goldens. They're great swimmers. And it's not like we would let them out unsupervised ever. We also then have the pool, which could be problematic. I wish we could do a pool fence. But that's just not really realistic. I mean, we'd have to use like this railing, and actual pool fences are easily removed. This railing is not. You know, it's one of those things. I do like our layouts. And I don't think I'm gonna determine whether or not I wanna live here until after we get all of the rooms furnished, which will have to be in the next episode. Unfortunately, I am out of time for the day. But on that note, once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.